So while I was pregnant and I was holding my child, I started thinking, what exactly can I do? Because if you look at nursing, it's a very tasking career.
Yeah.
Because you work in shift. There are nights that you don't sleep at home, and I'll wake up in the night and I'll look at my daughter and I'm like, God, how on earth am I supposed to juggle this nursing career? Because I had a dad who was an architect and he worked, every day, even on Sunday. So we had very little time. And when he died, and I could look back, I'm like, even the money that he was fighting so hard to earn, and he died, and I'm still struggling financially, and I don't even have memories with him. So I'm like, truly, the most important thing that a parent can give to their child is the memories. That a lot of people, if you ask them now, what do you think is your purpose? Like, what is one thing that you want to achieve before you leave this world? It ends at money. A lot of people cannot see life beyond making money. So even after you make that money, there's supposed to be something that even if you have the money, you are supposed to do and get fulfillment from it. So what is that? That's how I came about the Purpose and Profit Tribe. And once you discover your purpose, there's no way that you will ever lack money in this world. So the reason why I created the Purpose and Profit Tribe was to bring women together and then help them discover the purpose. And then we look at the way in which they can monetize this purpose.
Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Hear Her Voice. It has been an amazing ride so far. We've had 6 episodes of Hear Her Voice and we are currently on our 7th episode. If there is something you've loved about the past episodes, please drop it in the comment section, because personally I have been enjoying the ride. The conversations have been amazing. I'm just so impressed by everything. Like, this is so amazing. So today I bring to you another amazing guest. Oh my god, I met her on TikTok. I was doing my random scrolling and I just saw this amazing lady and she was just talking about Purpose and Profit Tribe, and I was like, okay, this is amazing. I like to see women coming out of that normal lane, like thinking different, and it was really amazing. And I said, hey, she has to come and share on Hear Her Voice. I want to hear her voice, so I'm going to give her the opportunity to introduce herself, and this conversation is going to be amazing because I mean her portfolio is interesting. So if you are interested in the empowerment of women, or if you just like good vibes, okay, this show is for you. So hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm fine.
You're looking really great.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So introduce yourself and tell us what you do for a living.
Okay. So my name is Sakeena Ibrahim, and I'm a professional nurse, and I'm also a network marketer and entrepreneur.
Okay. Wow. A nurse, a network marketer, and entrepreneur. Okay, I'm trying to connect it. So can you, I always like asking my guests, like, their educational background, because for you to be a nurse and then thinking of becoming an entrepreneur, it's always interesting to see like that journey. What led you to become like a nurse, and then did you decide to become an entrepreneur while you were a nurse, or was it like before? Like what was the trajectory like from your education to your decision to become a nurse or an entrepreneur?
Okay. So one thing I know for sure is that a vast majority of nurses outside there, if you ask them exactly why are you in the nursing field, they'll tell you it's simply because somebody told me that if I do nursing, there's no way that I'm going to lack a job.
To lack a job, yeah.
So I remember vividly when I finished writing my advanced level, I was home for a year. I didn't have somebody who could pay my fees after losing my dad. So I was home for a year. And during that period, I tried so many things, so many things. I was thinking of starting businesses, but I had no capital. I even tried content creation, thinking that, my YouTube channel will magically blow and then I'll get money from there. But it wasn't going. And then one thing I know is that a lot of women out there, people do not really believe in them, in their vision. So my family, each time I want to talk about entrepreneur, they'll be like, "No, you're crazy. Nobody's giving you
Yeah.
that money to waste it." So going to school was the only option that was there for me. So I had to leave Yaoundé and relocate back to Bamenda with my aunt. So she woke up one day and was like, I was supposed to go and write this state registered nurse concours.
Yeah.
So I had first of all written a concours into FHS, that's the Faculty of Health Sciences in
Nimbo, yeah.
Yaoundé, no,
Okay,
Yaoundé.
Yaoundé, okay.
And I failed. So I'm like, anything concours, no, I'm not interested anymore. So when I left the house that day, she gave me money. I was to go and compare my documents and submit and pay for the entrance. And when I left the house, I called her. I told her, I'm not writing any concours again. I told her I'm going to the University of Bamenda, that's Bambili.
Yeah.
So I went there, and when I saw the guy, I told him I want to register. And he asked me, what do you want to major in? I told him I want to do mass communication and development. And he was like, "Are you okay? How will you live in nursing, a science background, and you're coming to do mass communication and development?" I'm like, you know what I want, and I will go for it, because I've always been somebody who likes talking, editing videos, and all of that thing. So my dad used to tell, if I do journalism,
Yeah.
it will be something good. So I'm like, that's what I want to do. So I actually went and did the pre-registration, and then my name was published on the list, so I was to start school. But my aunt now called me and she said, like, there's a nursing school that she has gotten me admission into and she wants me to attend. So I'm just like, well, if it's the will of God, let me just go ahead and do the nursing.
Yeah.
So I went and started nursing school. Doing the whole process was not easy, finances and all of that. But while I was going there, I left school, and immediately I left school, I got pregnant. So while I was pregnant and I was holding my child, I started thinking, what exactly can I do? Because if you look at nursing, it's a very tasking career.
Yeah.
Because you work in shift. There are nights that you don't sleep at home, and I will wake up in the night and I will look at my daughter and I'm like, God, how on earth am I supposed to juggle this nursing career with motherhood? Because I'm somebody who, from the very onset, my family goal is that I want to be present for my children. Because I had a dad who was an architect and he worked, every day, even on Sunday. So we had very little time. And when he died, and I could look back, I'm like, even the money that he was fighting so hard to earn, and he died, and I'm still struggling financially, and I don't even have memories with him. So I'm like, truly, the most important thing that a parent can give to their child is the memories that they create together.
That's true.
So I was just thinking, from there I left. I went and paid one girl to learn how to do makeup and wig installation, and I was like, God, even with this wig and installation, this makeup stuff, if I'm not there presently at the spot, it means I will not be able to make money, and it means that I will still need to be 100% present for my job in order for me to make money. And I'm like, it's working out for her actually very well, but for me it was not going. So I left and I know how to crochet, so I started crocheting. I made flyers, shared, I made the dress for my child, and I'm like, I want to start building a crochet brand. And again, I asked myself, okay, if others come in much, will I be able to handle it? Because it's something that I do by myself manually. So I'm like, will I be able to handle everything? And I realized that no. So I have my friend, she does nails. So she called me and like, Kina, you're at home. What are you doing? I do nails, and nails is something that women do often, because for makeup, maybe they have an event or wedding to attend. That's why they're coming to do makeup. But for nails, women often do their nails at any interval of time. So I went. She actually offered me a free training. So I bought my tools. I went again and started learning nails. In fact, it wasn't. When something is not for you, it will not work out. It will not work out because you face a lot of challenges. The learning process was difficult. I learned the nails still. It's working out for her very well. She has relocated from Bamenda here to Douala, and she has her nail salon and she's doing well. But for me, it wasn't going. So that's when I started reading books, because I'm somebody who I believe that I was born for something great, and I have to discover that greatness in myself. So I started reading books, and I came across this book, The Business of the 21st Century. That's how I get to learn about network marketing. And then after learning about that, then I was also taking courses along the line. So I took a course, the Global Purpose Crusaders program by Dr. Mike Oladipo.
Okay.
So that course now, it's just to help us discover our purpose, what we were. Because a lot of people, if you ask them now, what do you think is your purpose? Like, what is one thing that you want to achieve before you leave this world? It ends at money. A lot of people cannot see life beyond making money. So even after you make that money, there's supposed to be something that even if you have the money, you are supposed to do and get fulfillment from it. So what is that? That's how I came about the Purpose and Profit Tribe.
Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
So talking about the Purpose and Profit Tribe, how do you intend to work around it?
Okay. So going through that program, I came to realize that a lot of people out there that they do not know what the purpose is. And once you discover your purpose, there's no way that you will ever lack money in this world. So the reason why I created the Purpose and Profit Tribe was to bring women together and then help them discover the purpose. And then we look at the way in which they can monetize this purpose. So through this program, I have, 7 things that I really want women to learn. I want them to have a mindset shift. Then I also want women to have trainings on leadership, and then how to build a personal brand, and then digital marketing, because of course we are in the digital era, and if you don't have a digital footprint, then aiming for success is like, just shooting without a target.
Yeah.
So I intend to train women on that also, and then women that will be interested now in doing network marketing, I'm there to guide them. And then I also I'm looking forward to taking more courses on finances, because I really want to learn more about the financial market, investing, so that I just want a community where every woman that passes by that place, her life can never be the same again.
Yeah.
You are equipped, you have a personal brand, you've discovered your purpose, you are creating impact, and you're also earning money. So that's it. And you also, once you do that, you become a high value woman.
Yeah. So have you been able to get some women on board? Because I'm one of them, right? I'm on board because that was a video that actually attracted me to you.
So that video that I made, this vision actually came to me last year, 2025, I think around June. I was on my sick bed. Like, in fact, the whole of last year was, when you're moving to a next level, you usually fight so much battles. So
it's like a transition.
I was really sick, and I was on my bed. I'm like, God, I need to do this. I was just getting inspiration, and I was just, writing. So when I came about, I made an executive summary. I planned everything how I wanted to go.
Yeah.
I came to realize that I'll not be able to do it on my own.
Yeah.
So I just put it aside, and then went about my network marketing business, because I'm like, if I raise enough capital from this business, it will be easier for me. Because in as much as I have little knowledge in content creation, personal brand development, it will be best if I put these women together, and then I bring an expert to come and teach them, because I actually do not want it to be paid. I want it to be free.
Okay.
So I actually need the finances to finance that. So, and I'm like, okay, you have this great vision, and it's just in your head. What are you doing to bring it out to people? So I just decided, I got a light, a mic, and I'm like, I just set up the camera, and I'm like,
start sharing.
Just share, no script, nothing. I'm like, it's from my mind. And I just posted a video on TikTok, and when you reach out to me, I was so happy.
Yes, you got me. I'm one of them.
I felt so overwhelmed. I'm like, this is just that, and I'm looking forward to doing something very big. I don't see it just like something based in Cameroon. No, I'm seeing globally women from across the globe that are passing through this Purpose and Profit Tribe, and then they are creating impact in the world and also making income for themselves and their family.
Okay, so can you give us the privilege to know like some of those 7 things you want women to know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, I want them to know how to lead. Because a lot of women do not know how to lead, even though the Bible says women are to be submissive. Yes, we are to be submissive, but you're also supposed to take charge of your life.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to just sit and depend 100% on your husband. Your husband should be like a support to your dreams, because a lot of women, once they get married and they have children, it ends there. They consume their whole life is being consumed by either their marriage or their motherhood. But I want for women to know that there's life beyond that. And you can actually go for your dreams even if you have a child. So like I said, I also want women to discover their purpose.
Okay.
Then I want people to be able to make money without necessarily being at work, like without sacrificing family time to make money. And then also I want women to be to have financial literacy.
Okay,
when you make the
very
money, you
important.
should know how to invest the money.
Yeah.
You should know how to take your 10,000 francs to 100,000 francs. Yes. And I also want women to know how to be high value women.
Okay.
Like, and for me, high value women is not just about how you look, how you dress, or how you talk, but also your thought processes. So I want women to have courses that will help them to think deeper, to be able to recommend books to women where they will read and be able to dream big, and also create big things and go out about and creating impact in the world.
Amazing. Wow, that's amazing. Like, we are so privileged to have heard it here first. Okay, because you've not mentioned it anywhere yet, right?
Yeah. This is the first.
This is
live
amazing.
platform that I'm going to talk about this.
Wow, so that's really amazing. So we actually live in a time where we are constantly talking about, oh, the empowerment of women. Women need to do this, women need to do that. But the reality is sometimes you find women in positions where they are not really able to break free from, like, for example, you say you want women to lead. How will if you go to like some really remote areas, there are women who are in, not, I don't want to say in toxic marriages or relationships, but that's all they have known. They are maybe with a man that they are not married to. They probably have like 3-4 kids. And how do you start empowering such a woman? Where do you start from? Especially when all her life she has known that she has to depend on her man. Where do you start from?
So, like I said, one of the things that I really want women to have after going through the Purpose of Perfect Tribe is mind shift transformation, because everything really starts from the mind. And for somebody to achieve anything in this world, it's 90% mindset, and then maybe 5% work, and then maybe 5% strategy. So we have to go and give them talks, pass them through processes and trainings that can transform their mindset and lead them to that where they can see the world at a different globe.
Okay, all right, I see. Well, let's move on from there. I just want us to talk about career versus purpose. You say you're a nurse, but you have such an amazing mindset shift. The way you think is not the way the ordinary nurse in Cameroon thinks. Most of them just want to get their job done and just move on. Some of them probably just want to, like, when we talk about side hustle, it's not really going to be something as impactful as what you're thinking. So what is your experience at work? How do you work as a nurse and then come out of that and be this woman who has like these big dreams?
Okay. So for me, it started, I told you I did nursing just because I had to do it. And I was in constant search of something better, because I believe, and I'm not saying that people that are nurses, they're not doing something good, or of course the world needs nurses.
Yes.
But beyond nurse, what is that burning desire inside of you? What do you want to achieve? Because even inside the nursing career, there are so many things that you can do aside from just working at the hospital. There's a nurse, I think is Nurse Pelagie. She's very active on social media, and she acts like a big sister to all the nurses. That is somebody who is rooted in purpose. She has a purpose of helping other nurses that are joining the field to look into other things. So the fact that you're a nurse does not mean that your life ends at the hospital, in the hospital ward. Because for me, when I came to think deeply, because when I'm in the house, if you ask me, do you like this thing that you're doing? I'll tell them no. But once I'm in the hospital and there's a patient in front of me and I'm able to help that patient, maybe feel better, I feel so fulfilled. So I discovered that, okay, the nursing is not my purpose. My purpose is actually in helping people solve problems. So apart from being a nurse, there are many, many ways that you can also help people solve problems. Yes, you could become a wellness coach. You could maybe help people prevent diseases. You could make a course and sell on how to prevent disease. You could make a Facebook page and give health education to people. So there's a lot more, and there are many ways in which you can monetize that too. So it doesn't end to
you're actually making me to think about a book that I read almost 3 years ago. The title of the book is Divine Responsibility, and the book is by, it's a Cameroonian author actually, and he was just talking about how when doing a job, like when you are employed to do a job, do it so well, like do it so well to the point that when you're no longer there, people are going to be like, okay, somebody has left this place. And when you are probably allocated, okay, let's say you're employed to do 4 things, if you get there and you realize that there is number 5 that is lacking, you can do it. Yes, you might not be paid for it, but that number 5 that you've added can take you to the next level. And I think the way you've explained it now, it really makes a lot of sense, because when people when people's passions are rooted in them, when people feel passion for anything, they will do their jobs differently, right? You are passionate about helping people, see the better versions of themselves, but you're a nurse. So it makes you to do the nursing in a different way. And this big vision of you translates into the way you're going to handle the patients. And then we might go to the hospital and we'll have less grumpy nurses. So that's really amazing. We'll have less grumpy nurses. So wow, amazing. So we are almost drawing to the end, because I mean, we've already spoken about everything. There is so much more we can talk about, but we don't want to stretch it so much, because there is so much more that you have to share. And I'm really hoping that if you're a woman and you're watching this program right now, you want to find your purpose, you feel like what you're doing now doesn't complete you, you have to join the Purpose and Profit Tribe. You have to join the Purpose and Profit Tribe, because on this tribe, we are going to be impacting one another. We're going to be helping one another to see life differently. And the best kind of life you want to live is a life with purpose. Oh my God, I'm currently living my purpose, so I know how it feels. You just feel different. You will not start wondering, oh, should I do this job or should I not do this job? You have so much clarity. So like I was saying, we're drawing towards the end, but I have 2 more questions to ask you. I just want to know, I always ask my guests a woman that inspires them. But well, it doesn't have to be a woman, because there are some men also that, are very inspiring. Some girls are inspired by their dads, by their uncles. It can be anyone. So who are some of the people that have inspired your journey so far? It might even be a remote mentor. Some mentors are remote, right? You have never seen them, you've never spoken to them, but their content has impacted you. So who are some of those people?
Actually, I will not really say I have like, a lady or, somebody that has really impacted me.
Okay.
Because my inspiration, okay, maybe I can say for my family, because my grandmother is a divorcee. So I grew up without having a grandfather, though he was already dead as of that time. And then I have my aunt. She's a single mother of two children, and I grew up in that environment where women are really like, they're really hustling, they're really pushing forward, and I'm like, there's an easier way out of this. So that's exactly what I want to do through the Purpose and Profit, an easier way for women to actually make money, because there are a lot of women out there that are in toxic relationships, they're in abusive relationships just because they do not have money. Because I believe a woman with money is able to make decisions that are empowering to her and to that of her children. So I believe that if I can have a community where women are able to make money and they are in purpose, then there's nothing that can stop them.
Nothing will stop them.
Nothing that can stop them.
But
there's a lady that I've been following her journey, and I believe it's possible. She's she's not somebody popular. She's somebody that I met, I think, 2 years ago. Her name is Tifo Nadesh. Okay, so her as well, she has a very large CV. She's a sports teacher, she's a physiotherapist, she's also into network marketing, and most of the courses that I took, she's the one who introduced me to. So she's actively learning and improving herself, and that's the person that I want to see myself becoming. Yes, actively learning and improving myself in different fields, not just in nursing or maybe entrepreneurship, but anything that I feel like I can learn. I'm always open to learning.
Okay, so as a new year begins, a lot of people are preparing like their New Year resolutions and they want to become this and they want to become that, what do you have to tell them? Because me, all I have to tell them is come and join the Purpose and Profit Tribe.
Yeah, but before you join the Purpose and Profit Tribe, it's good that you sit with yourself, be current, and have an honest conversation with God, asking God, what is the way forward for my life?
Wow.
Ask God, what am I supposed to do? And I think when you do that, God communicates in so many ways.
That's true.
And God always communicates to us, but maybe we are too distracted. The noise in our life is too loud that we cannot hear Him. You see that little voice inside of you, that strong conviction that you usually have, that is God talking to you.
Yeah.
And also sometimes you can have a dream and God will reveal things to you.
Yeah.
You know, there are times that I will sit and something just comes to my mind. I don't know exactly where it's coming from. Like this Purpose and Profit Tribe, the way it came to me, it's not something that I've sat maybe and thought of it, but it just dropped in me. And always have a pen and a paper by your side, because once it comes, just start writing and you will see that you will start flowing. So if you're making new resolutions this year and you want to become a better version of you, and maybe you are lost, you're confused, like you said, come to the Purpose and Profit Tribe. We're going to walk you through that journey. But also it's important that you build a personal relationship with God, be current. And one way that you can actually kickstart that journey, if you are not already there, just start by fasting.
Okay.
Because I believe that once we are fasting, our brain is open. Okay, let me give a brief example. So while this year was ending, I was eating a lot. I was eating a lot of junk food.
It was a festive period.
Chicken, rice, all of that. And then each time I sit in the house, I just want to eat. I just want to eat. So this is day 2 of me fasting. So I started my fast yesterday.
Yeah.
And the level of clarity that I have, I don't even feel hungry anymore. And now I'm just feeling like, okay, I'm supposed to do this. I was supposed to do this. But during that period where, I was just eating anyhow, I was just bloated, tired, lying on the couch with nothing to do. So if you're watching this video now and you want to have a good new 2026, start by fasting. You don't need to fast for maybe 1 week or even a 1-day fast, and fast with intentionality and focus. Have a conversation with God, read a book, or maybe watch an inspiring video, and I believe from that you will know exactly what you will want to do this year.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. This is very precious information. Thank you so much. So if you want to plan for your year, start by fasting, because food is very distracting. A lot of people feel so bloated after eating, they just want to sleep. So if you want to have the best of 2026, it's not too late, because some people feel like it's too late when you've not made New Year resolutions. You can make resolutions at any time, even if it's in December of 2026 that you decide to,
New Year, that time.
Exactly.
So
wow.
Time is just like, something to guide us.
Yes,
so you can also have your own personal time frames.
Exactly. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So my very last question I'm going to ask is, where do you see the Purpose and Profit Tribe in 5 years? Because in 5 years, I will be back. I will be back. So we are going to have another recording in 5 years.
That would be a very great accountability for me. So in 5 years, I'm seeing at least 5,000 women that have passed through Purpose and Profit Tribe.
Wow.
And even though I know that many are called and few are chosen, but I should have at least 3,500 women who are doing absolutely great in whatever domain their purpose lead them to.
That's amazing.
So I'm looking at, Purpose and Profit Tribe having branches in different countries across Africa. And why not the whole
wow,
world?
that's
so actually,
amazing.
If you're out of Cameroon and you're watching this video now and, you want to anchor Purpose and Profit Tribe in your own region, then you're very much welcome. I mean, anything that has to go far, then a team has to be involved in it.
How can we join the Purpose and Profit Tribe?
Okay, so how do I do it?
I'm obviously going to allow your information in the description box, or anywhere where the video is going to be found.
Any of my social media platforms, you can reach out to me there, because I don't have a designated platform for this Purpose and Profit Tribe yet.
All right.
So any of my social media platforms will do the job.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being with us during this episode of Hear Her Voice. This was another amazing episode. I've learned so much. And as much as we are a women-centered, platform, or we're a women-centered podcast, Hear Her Voice, is mostly for women, but it is not limited to women. As a man, if you have an open mind, you also realize that this information goes for you. If you're a man and you are trying to find clarity, if you don't want to join the Purpose and Profit tribe, fine, but you can take out time to really look into yourself and ask, those questions, and maybe listen to what your heart is telling you. And what your heart is telling you is usually what God is telling you, but
Even though the devil speaks though, so you need to have discernment, to
exactly, to
differentiate between that
differentiate,
word.
yes,
Consciously, you will actually know which voice is telling you the right thing
exactly,
and which one is telling you the wrong thing.
yes. So you go ahead and do that, and then you're going to have your clarity. Thank you so much for being with us today, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm going to allow Keena's information in the description of our YouTube channel. Yes, so if you want to join the tribe, wherever you're getting this information from, wherever you're listening to us from, please rush to Lorraine Show Media on YouTube, and you're going to find all of the information. So see you in the next one. Bye.